everybody, it's Benny1 and I'm back at you with another ranking video. And today, you know what? I was sitting there thinking, DCEU, let's rank the heroes that are in the DCEU movies, everybody. I looked at all the people that were in the movies and I kind of came up with a list of 12 heroes. That's right. There might be an anti-hero on here, but I would say she qualifies as a hero now, especially after Birds of Prey. So there's 12 of them. We're going to dive right into it, everybody. So number 12 to start off is the Huntress, everybody, from Birds of Prey. And I mainly put her at the bottom because we don't get a lot of screen time with her. And that could change. So a lot of these characters, it could change. The more screen time that we get with these characters, their ranking on this list could totally change. But I had to put the Huntress at the bottom because we barely got any screen time with her. She was pretty badass when we got the little bit of time with her. But I don't know if the actress they picked is quite right for her. I don't know. But it's hard to say when you barely have had any screen time with the characters. So she was number 12. Number 11, kind of the same thing. The Black Canary from Birds of Prey movie. And mainly because we get to see this badass side of her and we do get more screen time with her. And that's kind of why I put her above the Huntress. The thing that bothers me about her character is I love that she has these abilities that were her mom had, because that's totally the Black Canary thing. But we don't get to see her use her abilities until the very end of the movie, and she uses it once. And there's a little tease where she busts some glass when she's singing, but we get to see her use her abilities once. If we got to see her using that canary cry more often in the movie, she may have been a little higher on this list, but I had to put her at number 11. So that is where I put Black Canary. And like I said, this could change, because after I watched the Snyder Cut, it affected this list. Trust me, it affected this list massively after I watched the Snyder Cut. Like, a lot. So, that was number 11, was the Black Canary. Number 10 is going to be Rick Flag, everybody, from the Suicide Squad. And, once again, the new Suicide Squad, after that comes out, it could affect his ranking on this list. But as of right now, this is just my opinions on these people. Remember, we all have our opinions, people. Yeah, Rick Flag. I mean, I know about him from the comics. I just felt like his character was very dry. And just, I don't really, besides caring about his chick that was affected by the sorceress, you know, the, like, I just feel like his character was not really that entertaining, and I felt that he was just kind of pointless. He's cool, I will say that. He's cool, he's a badass military guy, he's tough. He puts up with all those crazy ass rogue villain people that he gets put in charge of, in a way, with the Suicide Squad. Some of his interactions are cool with them, but like, I don't know. I felt like he should have had more of a backbone than he really did in the Suicide Squad movies. So, like I said, maybe it'll change depending on the new movie, but he's at number 10, everybody. And number 9 is going to be Renee Montoya, everybody. The freaking police officer in Birds of Prey. I love this chick's attitude, man. When she's chasing Harley down the street, she's like, oh, hell no. Like, she's just like, I love her attitude. Like, nothing's going to stop this little lady. And she's this badass little cop. She don't care about the rules sometimes. Like, she going to do what she needs to do to get shit done, everybody. But, like I said, she's just a police officer. We've only seen her in one movie, so I can't put her too high on the list, but I do kind of enjoy her character. I'd be interested to see a little bit more from her if that happens to happen, but she was number 9. I don't know. And then number 8 is Harley Quinzel, everybody. That's right, Harley Quinn. I would say after Suicide Squad, I wouldn't have put her on this list, but after Birds of Prey, most definitely. She's awesome. Like, she is awesome. She's an anti-hero, I would say. She deserves to be on this list now after Birds of Prey. She's very unconventional, doesn't have shit planned, going by just whatever's going on, winging it, dinging it, kind of like Jack Sparrow in a way, just luck half of the time. And it's funny. It's awesome. She's great on screen. Margot Robbie plays her amazingly. I can't wait to see her in the new Suicide Squad movie. So Harley Quinn was number 8, everybody. And number 7 is going to be Shazam, everybody. That's right. Zachary Levi's Shazam. I like Shazam. I do. I love Zachary Levi plays this character perfectly. Like, perfectly. It literally is big in a comic book movie. It's just awesome. I love that his powers look a little bit different than like the Flash and Superman, like when he uses his speed and everything, because he's magic. And that's what's cool about his character, is he's a kid that turns into a giant man that is muscle bound and as strong as Superman, pretty much has all the same powers, but he's a kid that looks like a grown-ass adult superhero. And his movie was good. His movie was great. I enjoyed his movie. He's a fun superhero. I really hope we get to see him and Superman duke it out one day. I really hope we get to see that. So Shazam was number 7. Number 6 is the Flash. And this is one of those characters that I probably would have put lower before the Snyder Cut came out. But the Flash is very important to that story, because he does something at the end of that movie where he saves literally the entire universe and the entire planet. Like, he literally uses that speed force like Barry Allen does. And his story is so much more flushed out now. And we got some glimpses of more of what he is all about, his inner struggles. Like, the Snyder Cut benefited from the Snyder Cut a lot, and it raised him a lot on this list. Ezra Miller, I think, does a good job playing this character. He really does. Now that we've seen the true version of him that we were supposed to get, and we're going to get a movie with him. And I'm telling you, after that live action movie, the Flashpoint movie they're going to do with him, this list could change in the next 2 years. Very easily change. But at this point, I had to throw him in at number 6. Still enjoyed what we got from him, though. Like, vastly improvement on him. So, and another one, number 5, is going to be Cyborg, everybody. That is right. Cyborg probably had the biggest jump on this list, because I honestly probably would have put him in the bottom 3, maybe even a little lower before the Snyder Cut came out. But Cyborg, he is the heart and the soul of that Justice League movie. The Zack Snyder Justice League movie, the heart and soul. The stuff with his dad is so deep. It's so deep. And his character development was so awesome in the Snyder Cut. The Justice League movie, utter garbage. In 2017, it was utter garbage. And it was horrible. Horrible. But I love what they did with him. I loved the different tech that he had in the Snyder Cut compared to what he had in the other one. Like, vast improvements with his character. Vast improvements. I love the backstory with his parents and then his dad, and then him being turned into this cyborg and how he's dealing with it, and the relationship with his dad, and he sees his dad die to sacrifice himself to help them out. Like, it's so deep. And like I said, he's the heart and soul of this Justice League, the Zack Snyder's Justice League. Like, he's very important. Key player, everybody, key player. So he was number 5. Number 4 is going to be Wonder Woman. Who don't like Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman? Come on, everybody. She's great. She's perfectly cast. She's charming. She's tough. Like, she can be brutal when she needs to be. All of the stuff that she's been in so far, whether it was Batman versus Superman, whether it was freaking her debut movie that took place during World War One, and then we got that crappy Justice League movie. She was okay in that, and then we got the Snyder Cut. I loved her in the Snyder Cut. She was bad freaking ass in the Snyder Cut. And then we have her new movie that takes place in '84. Like, she's great in all these movies, and doesn't change. Like, she's the same hero kind of basically through most of these movies and stories that she's been in. So she is number 4. Number 3 is going to be Batman, everybody. Batman is my favorite comic book character, and the Snyder Cut affected him a lot also, because I would have put him way lower on this list because of the 2017 Justice League, but the Snyder Cut fixed all that. Because we got introduced to this badass, brutal Batman in Batman vs. Superman, and I loved it. I love this older, grittier take on Batman that has been Batman for a long time, and he's just done. He's fed up with shit, and he's not going to be defeated. I loved it. That warehouse scene, probably easily some of the best shit we've seen live screen Batman ever. Ever. And then we got the 2017 Justice League. They turned him into a powder puff little bitch that jokes around and is just not really doing a whole lot. But then we got the Snyder Cut, and it fixed all that. The Snyder Cut actually felt like a normal, good flowing transition of that character from Batman vs. Superman to going into Justice League, and by the end of Justice League, it felt like a natural character story arc for him and changing, but it was still that Batman that we got introduced to. So that's why he was at number 3. Number 2 is going to be Aquaman, everybody. Jason Momoa is perfectly cast to play this character. He's perfectly cast to play this character. And his debut movie, solo movie as Aquaman, I love Aquaman. I love the movie. I don't care what anybody says about it. It's not a perfectly story-paced movie, but damn it, it is epic as shit. I love it. His outfit, the Aquaman costume, I don't care what anybody says. He's number 2 because I want to put him at number 2, and he's a badass motherfucker. That's right, he is. He's awesome. He's huge. Yeah, he doesn't have the blonde hair. They put the highlights in it, but he's great as Arthur. He's great as Aquaman. I'm so jacked to see him in more stuff. I can't wait for the second Aquaman. I can't wait. Hopefully he's going to be in Flashpoint. I'm jacked. I'm ready. I love it. I love Aquaman. And obviously you guys know what's at number 1? Superman. I like this version of Superman. It's different than Christopher Reeves or what anyone else has done. It's a very realistic, darker approach to this character, but I like where we go from getting introduced to him in Man of Steel. He's an alien from another planet, and he grew up in America. People would not be super warm and welcoming to somebody like that right off the bat. And then he becomes the hero, and he gets viewed as like a godlike figure because he would get viewed as a godlike savior figure for a lot of people in the world. Like, he just would. And then we get to see him die. And then we're not going to talk about the garbage from the 2017 Justice League. We've already talked about that enough. And then we get this awesome return in the Snyder Cut like it should have been. We get the black suit Superman, everything. And like, we could possibly get more craziness with him too, but we'll see if Zack gets to make more movies. But yeah, I love the story arc that this Superman has. I love the grounded, more realistic approach to one of the most badass superheroes ever, everybody. Like, seriously. So that was my ranking for all the DCEU heroes, everybody. Like I said, and like I always say, that's just my opinion, everybody. We all have them. I want you guys to share yours down in the list. And if there's any other ones you want to include that I may have missed, I don't think I did, but you can include them. But yeah, share your ranking down below in the comments because you guys know I want to talk to you about it. I want to chat about it, and I want to see the different ones because everybody's going to have a different list. So, hope you guys enjoyed this ranking. I appreciate it. I thank you for watching, and I'll be catching you on the tube later because I have spoken.